All right,
Boom.
Mason.
We're
What is
back.
going on? Dude, episode 39.
Episode 422.
Hopefully that'll happen.
Yeah, it'll happen.
That'd be really cool.
It'll happen. We're coming right up on it, man.
Yeah, 39.
39. Now,
What'd you say? 442?
420 some.
Oh, 20. Okay.
Usually when you tell me what number it is, I'm like, wow, we've done that many. I'm kind of getting like, that's it?
39?
I feel like we've done like 400 of them.
Well, here's the way that makes me kind of remember, oh, wow, that is a lot.
Yeah.
Because it's a week. So 39 weeks of
right.
podcast. 39 weeks.
God.
I mean, how many months is that?
39 hours of podcast.
39 hours.
Give or take.
A little bit more.
A little bit more,
'Cause some of them are a little bit longer.
Yeah.
I think we only have like one or two that are shorter.
More than that if you include the Game of Thrones series we did.
Yeah.
And, oh, my God.
Yeah, that's a whole other thing that we do on top of that. So, yeah, man. This episode will be pretty much just straight up just Game Awards from last night.
Yeah.
But before we get into it, let's start the usual thing. Catch me up on what you've been playing this week before we jump into the Game Awards.
What have I been playing?
Yeah.
A lot of PC stuff.
Cool.
Given my new area of expertise, if you will.
Mhm.
Just kidding. Stardew, of course, as always. I'm not going to lie to you and tell you I haven't been playing PUBG. I got a
I've been watching you play that.
brand spanking new graphics card last week. One of many upgrades.
Which one is it?
We're going to be needing. I went with the GTX 1060,
Hell yeah.
the 6GB version. It's going to run everything I need it to run perfectly fine.
Oh,
how
yeah,
I need
hell
it to
yeah.
run. You know what I mean? I'm not one of those Witcher 3 on Ultra guys. You know who? Not that I could. I couldn't do that.
You
but
could?
I
Yeah, with that,
absolutely
yeah.
could. But yeah, I just.
And Witcher 3 on Ultra looks fucking...
Oh, God, I know.
Gorgeous.
It probably does look really good.
Oh my god! I remember seeing just videos on YouTube. I'm like,
Yeah.
I had a totally different experience on a console. I need to play that game on a
It's the
PC.
same game.
Yeah, it's crazy.
But yeah, I got that. It's one of many upgrades I'm moving toward here in the future. But yeah, really excited. And what's funny is I played Stardew with a brand new GTX 1060, which is
Hey man,
hilarious. I could have played that with the onboard graphics on the motherboard
Yeah,
from
right.
2011. But yeah, I've been playing PUBG. Kevin and I have been playing quite a bit leading up to the update coming out here, which we'll talk about.
Mm-hmm.
I've been playing some more of The Forest, which is always a lot of fun.
Yeah, I watched you guys play that.
Really
last week.
fun, really fun. I played a little bit of StarCraft with our mutual friend Jeff. I'm dancing around and all.
Are you gonna jump onto this ESO train that's sparking up?
Kevin bought it for me.
Oh, okay.
I have no choice.
I just purchased it.
You did on PC,
Yeah, on PC.
and it is spreading like wildfire.
I mean, it's weird when people play stuff that I told them to play. It's crazy.
It
It's
was
like-
given to me for free.
It's like everybody just goes, "Oh wow, this game is great." I wish there was
Here's-
someone tell me how good this game was for months.
It's not like I wasn't listening, man. It's not like I wasn't listening to you. I hear you. I believe you. I trust you more than most of our friends. So, like,
Well, I'm not just talking to you.
Yeah, I
the
know,
whole
I know.
group is like, "Hey, ESO's awesome."
have you guys heard about this game?
Really?
Did you guys know about this game?
No,
Ian's like, what the fuck?
I'm a hipster. I am the ESO hipster. I played it before all you motherfuckers. No, it's awesome. I can't wait to jump in. So basically what I'm going to do is make a mage, because I don't have a mage on the Xbox either. I have two characters on Xbox.
Cool.
And then I'll make her in the Aldmeri Dominion, because I don't have an Aldmeri Dominion. So that'll be my third character.
Sweet.
I'll just keep the two on Xbox. I won't create any more.
Yeah,
I'll have
man.
one of each. And I can
Sweet.
play my mage with you guys, because apparently everyone is not... No one's a mage.
Not that I know of.
And we have healers too, so I'm gonna be like a DPS fucking destruction summoning mage.
Yeah, I haven't, unfortunately, played much with everybody. When we did play, it was me, Kevin, and it's just me and Kevin. Everyone else is downloading it because it's like 55 gigs.
66
Something,
gigs.
yeah, something crazy.
And that's without any of the DLC.
Yeah. But it was on sale for like $10, I think.
Yeah,
and
$9.99.
Kevin picked it up for me, and that was nice of him. But yeah, so I have that now. I'm excited. I played it till like level 4, I think, just to kind of open it up.
Yeah.
I like it a lot. It runs really well on PC.
I bet it's
of
super
course.
beautiful.
It looks amazing.
That game has a really good. It's kind of like WoW. And WoW has dated visuals, but the art direction is so good and so distinct that it still looks good in its own way.
Yeah, and
ESO definitely has that.
weirdly enough, is like you're right. It has its own look. You know, you're looking at an Elder Scrolls game. Usually, yeah, you pretty much up until Skyrim, I would argue.
Yeah.
Even with Skyrim, you could probably tell though. Those the more trained eye. But when I played it was before I got my new graphics card, so I had the 650 Ti, and even on that,
Looks pretty
it
good.
defaulted at high, and it looked.
So you'll be able to push ultra.
Zero frame drops, zero
Very
issue.
cool.
Dude, it was really weird playing Elder Scrolls with zero frame drop.
Yeah.
I've never done that. It was really strange. But it was a cool experience, and the game's a lot of fun. It's easy to play in third and first person, whereas like in Skyrim and Oblivion, I always had trouble playing in third person. It felt weirder to me. It felt like it should be in first person, but
the only time for ESO, the only time I play first person is as a melee character in a group where I'm trying to aim at a specific person.
Yeah.
Like, I want to hit the boss, not the minions.
Yeah.
And, like, sometimes when you're in third person, the control is fine.
Yeah.
But you can't, you're like, I think I'm hitting the boss.
No, you're right.
So I'll just go right into first person and do that. But other than that, I play almost exclusively in third person.
Yeah, no, you're totally right. I'm playing ranged right now, so I have a bow. So in third person, it makes it really easy. Kind of a ranged rogue type. I'm a Khajiit as far as race goes.
So you're in the Aldmeri Dominion?
Yep, which is I'm pretty stoked about. I actually like it a lot. I've never, I don't think like in my history of Elder Scrolls really rolled with a Khajiit very long.
Yeah, no, neither have I.
I fucked around with them, but I always went either like Argonian or Dark Elf or something like that. But,
cool.
Yeah, I'm excited, man.
Yeah, Khajiit are really cool. So and make sure when you get to the point that you're working on more than just ranged, because when you have to, I think it's level 10, I'm not 100%, might be lower than that, but you'll unlock the second hand. Where you can switch, right? So you can be good at like like two-handed and ranged.
Really?
And because when you switch your hand, your main weapon or your alternate weapon, it also switches your skill bar.
Really?
And if you just focus on one thing, like just range, you will find yourself with like, by the time you hit in level 30s, you'll find yourself with like 17 points. You're like, what the fuck? I don't have so many fucking skill points.
Right.
It's because you're meant to be leveling up two separate skills simultaneously.
Yeah, man. I'm really excited to keep going with that. I'm glad to hear you got it. Fuck yeah, we playing that shit. Hopefully.
Yeah, well, I will get more. I'll be a little bit lagging to jump in because I'm playing Wolfenstein. I'm planning on beating it tonight. Hopefully.
I thought you were like right on the cusp.
I haven't touched it this whole week. I haven't really played hardly any games.
Okay, let's transition into you then.
So yeah, I guess that's all you've been playing.
That's it.
Yeah, I have barely been playing games. It's just been one of those weeks where I'm like watching shows and just getting home late, and making dinner late, and all that stuff. I played, what did I do here? I played, like, no Wolfenstein. Played a little bit of Rome Total War. Played a little bit of Warhammer with Tim, which I just posted our second episode of our campaign that we're doing.
Perfect.
So that's up on the channel, so go check that out.
Yeah.
And that's really, honestly, that's about it. I played about 45 minutes of Assassin's Creed, because I still want to hit level 40 and get that achievement. Yeah. And that's it. That's all I've done all week. Barely.
Wow, man.
So this weekend I'm going to be playing some games this weekend. And maybe we can get some Dead Space in with you if you're...
Dude, I mean, fuck yeah. Absolutely. So, hopefully tomorrow we'll get more Dead Space in.
Fuck yeah.
I know you got plans tonight.
So
wanna dive on in?
Let's do it, man, because we have...
I don't know that I'm perfectly chronological. So just be patient with me.
That's fine. I mean, I've got my notes, and you can just add in.
Exactly. I've got notes on everything.
This is chronological order. I didn't really write notes like my thoughts.
Yeah.
I just wrote down what everything was, so I would remember. That.
I was doing notes as it was going, and then like there were parts where I'd forget to take notes because I was just watching, and then I went back afterward and I remembered things and I wrote things down. So I'm not going to be perfectly in order, but I do have notes on mostly everything.
Cool. Very cool.
Dive on in.
Like the first thing I was just telling you, like the first thing I wrote, I was just the words. I like Jeff K.
Jeff
Keighley.
JK, man. Jeff Keighley.
I mean, I like him because he's responsible for all of this.
Yeah.
But he's just, we were just talking about it, like he's just not, he's good at a host. He's good at talking to the camera and talking to the audience without sounding like he's reading every word.
Right, yeah, I was going to say, he doesn't sound teleprompted at all. He sounds totally legit.
He reminds me of Ryan Seacrest.
Yeah, it's a good comparison. He's the video game Ryan Seacrest.
That's just kind of how he just the way he's very casual. And
I know what you mean.
Right to me,
I know what you mean by that. When I think Ryan Seacrest, I always think like, "Hey, what's going on?" Like, you know what I mean. But I know what you mean.
Sure.
Like, all the good parts of Ryan Seacrest, I think.
I haven't seen Ryan Seacrest since like the middle seasons of American Idol. So I don't. I just remember him coming on and just being like. Just talking.
You're right.
And he's just.
I just think of the like what he did, like the top 40 with Ryan Seacrest.
Oh
yeah.
No,
kind of thing, but
I know. I didn't watch any of his other stuff. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I just want to make sure that people know, like, if they were watching that, like, oh, it's cool. The host is the founder, is the creator, is the organizer. He's everything.
JK's the man.
He's the one who puts it all together. So. Just wanted to give him a little shout out before we jumped into it and thank him for doing this. I love that our medium has this.
Keely, if you're listening, thank you.
And it's great because it's streaming on services.
It's all free.
So It's free.
Twitch,
and
YouTube.
They can curse without bleeping it out.
Yes, they can. Which we'll talk about.
We'll get into.
Which we'll talk about.
The best moment of the whole show.
I disagree.
Oh man! So the first little ad, and we can skip stuff we don't really care about. I wrote almost everything.
Yeah, I got most stuff here.
World War Z, does that spark?
No, not at all.
Yeah,
no. Only because. And I
maybe cooperative.
In World War Z, as pathetic as it sounds, one of the few books I've made it through. I have a problem reading an entire book with like an attention issue.
Yeah.
But a really good book. I like the book a lot. I did not like the movie at all.
No, the movie was.
And then what I know about movie games is that most of the time they're bad.
They're terrible.
Even if it's from a good movie.
I feel like that trend kind of stopped. So I was surprised.
I feel like we haven't even gotten movie games.
Yeah.
Is that what you mean?
Yeah. Like, I feel like there haven't been movie games.
Yeah. I mean, we have Spider-Man, but it's not really a.
But that's
what I mean. It's totally. It's kind of different.
It's more like Arkham Asylum.
Yeah. I was gonna say we have the Arkham games, but they're not really based on like Dark Knight or anything.
Exactly. Like that's why I'm excited for this Spider-Man game.
It's really weird though. Like, what are we doing? And it's made by God damn it, Saber Interactive. And all I know about them is that they helped. Which is not a good thing. They helped with the Halo Master Chief Collection.
Oh, great.
Which is one of the biggest bed shits of all time. In the video game world. So that made me, unfortunately, automatically out of the gate go, oh, this.
And there was something else. There was something else along these lines much later in the show that got me really pumped. That I would rather play than that if it's a cooperative shooter. So.
Yeah, and we'll get to that. So World War Z game.
Okay.
Big
one for you. Trending gamer.
Woo! Big Doc money, let's go!
Dr. Dis fucking respect.
I was freaking out, man.
I was so pumped.
I didn't know how you'd feel. Because there was a part of me, and I'm always trying to go devil's advocate, right? I'm like, I love Doc. Anyone who's ever talked to me knows I love Doc. And I know you love Doc.
Yeah.
Our mutual friend Doug loves Doc.
Mm-hmm. He's the one who showed me.
Yeah, and you guys showed me. And I've like diving headfirst down the Doc rabbit hole. Here's how it felt to me is, and I know a couple of the other people, I don't know them obviously, but I know of the people who also ran for Trending Gamer, like Andrea Renee. I follow her on social media. I'm a big fan of hers.
She used to go on with Greg and Colin.
I think she's actually a part of the Kind of Funny now. She's like a part of the team, a regular.
Should I get back into Kind of Funny?
I can't tell you what to do.
But
I will let you know.
Your opinion.
You showed me Kind of Funny.
I know.
You started me on podcasts.
Greg and Colin are like my favorite pair of people in gaming.
100%. And that is like we could do a whole podcast on that topic. But I always am gonna love Kind of Funny.
I love Greg Miller.
I know you have a thing about Tim Geddes.
Yeah, not Tim Geddes.
But I mean, Nick is there. They now have a guy.
Nick doesn't know anything about video games.
But Nick is hilarious. And
He's very funny.
You need the comic relief. He actually does. What was that?
No, I'm going through the same thing right now, and I don't know why.
Yeah, I don't know. We're dying. He does stand-up comedy now, which is kind of cool.
He's a very funny dude. I can totally
really
see
funny.
That.
They have a new guy, Andy Cortez, who they got from Rooster Teeth.
Okay.
Got from that team. He does video editing. Yeah, he's hilarious. He was brought on to do video editing, and he's actually one of the personalities now.
Okay.
I don't mean to go down this rabbit hole.
That's totally fine.
But and then they had Andrea Renee and Daniel Dwyer.
There, we're looped back in.
They had Daniel Dwyer as a regular.
Dwyer.
He was every week. Him or Andrea would come on for one of their new shows.
No Clip, go check it out.
No Clip. I mean,
the most important gaming channel on YouTube, in my opinion.
Oh yeah, top 5 for sure ever. Top 5 ever for sure. But Danny moved to like Maryland or something.
Oh, okay.
So he couldn't do it anymore. But Andrew's there like every week.
Yeah. I remember Colin and Andrew used to get into it.
Yeah.
They argued a
lot. Yeah.
They didn't see eye to eye on shit.
Yeah.
It was awesome. Anyways.
but I'm a big fan of hers. I'm a big fan of hers. Trending Gamer came up. I looked at it from a lot of different views. To me, it felt like it went by really quickly. Like, there was no build-up. Like, Trending Gamer, here you go, Doc, go!
Remember the big moment when Greg won it in, 2015?
There was
a huge deal, and he had a speech.
Yeah. He had an actual, he stood on stage and got the thing. But
we gave the name of he picked a random name from the list of credits from Tomb Raider.
Yeah. And
it was weird.
He was thanking the developers and the game makers and stuff. And I felt like not only Doc, but everyone who got interviewed didn't get that kind of opportunity maybe this year. But to me, I felt bad for the other people running because you look at it from one way, and Doc literally is the trending gamer.
Yeah.
There's nobody in front of him.
Think about us. All of us were just
We all know.
Doug happened to know who he was, so then, and I.
He told you.
Found him, you found
him? Told me. I don't know that I told Kevin, but
is trending
I've
game?
shown Kevin more Doc, and he loves him now.
Yeah.
Everybody.
He's hilarious.
He's literally trending, and he's hilarious, and he's a genius, and he's doing it well, and he's riding it as hard as he can for as long as he can because he knows it's temporary.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Especially in this industry, but. He's got big things going on, I'm sure. But dude, Doc winning trendy gamer, like, I'm so excited.
We saw him dancing with a kid at TwitchCon.
Yeah, man.
He deserves it.
He absolutely deserves it. He's apparently going on some kind of rebellion against PUBG now, because he's played it for like 1,000+ hours. Yeah. So he's like, I'm miserable. Like, let me play something else, please. But like his viewers, I mean, I think about like 50% of them want to watch him play PUBG and get angry and freak out and break his keyboard again when he played H1Z1.
He's got so many issues with that game, dude. Like, he likes the game, but he's just so
that's the best part, and
it's
so good for that game.
Yeah,
it's dude, the publicity it gives them is absolutely nuts. I didn't mean to go down a rabbit hole.
Totally fine. That's what we were here for, and there's a lot of stuff. This looks like a lot.
It's almost like we should start a podcast.
We're gonna skip a lot of this stuff. So,
you don't want to talk about the next one?
Oh, you know what I put? I put world premiere VR crap. So I don't even know what it is.
Let me tell you, VR crap.
I don't give a fuck.
Come on, man. You don't want to play the world-renowned Vacation Simulator?
Oh, that's right.
You don't want to play Vacation Simulator?
Look. I have one statement to say about VR games.
Hit me.
Well, maybe two statements.
Hit me again.
I think VR is not going away.
Right.
I don't think gaming is its best use. I think it's proof of concept.
I agree with you.
I stole that from Colin. I'm going to be totally honest.
Oh, I agree with him.
No, I just absolutely agree with that.
Yeah.
I think VR has a future, but right now, I don't care about the game.
No, yeah.
I don't think they look good. They don't look fun. I'm sure if I had one, like, you want a free Oculus.
You'd whip it out at a party.
I'd put it on and I'd play it. I'm like, oh, this is very cool. And I'd put it away and I'd go play a video game.
Go play a video. Yeah, I mean, you're not going to be like, hey, Ian, what'd you play this week? Well, every night I turned it on, and I put the headset on, I put the headphones on, and I played.
Not right now.
Vacation Simulator in VR. What'd you do? I just tossed a beach ball around a little bit.
You know, it was fun. I get it. Like you have this haptic feedback of grabbing something with your hands in a world. I understand it, but I just don't. It's not worth $800 to play Vacation Simulator.
No.
So it's just
right. You are correct.
I just moved on past that. I just
you are
wrote
correct.
VR crap on it.
VR crap. R.I.P.
Because I just feel like they just push it so hard. It's like the people you're talking to an audience. Let's say you're talking to an audience of 5 million people worldwide. Like 200,000 have VR. Yeah. So we don't stop pushing it so hard when none of us can play it anyways.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I agree with you on. I don't think gaming is like its biggest marketplace. I do wonder where else it's going to go. I mean, obviously, number one is porn, and I'm not even kidding.
Oh, not kidding either.
I mean, definitely.
I would be totally down with that.
Number two, I wonder. It's already a thing, right?
I mean, it is, but it doesn't work great yet. That's something we're like on the edge here.
Okay,
fair enough. There's that, and like there's all kinds of cool things you could do with it. You develop movies, not like film movies. You know how they were filming movies for 3D?
Yeah.
Fuck that. Film movies for that.
Yeah, that would be really cool.
Because it's like having a 110-inch screen on your face. Now, here's the thing. Movies can be kind of a social experience. So, like, how many movies are you watching?
Chatting with everybody?
It's like, things like, Tool is playing live in fucking Austin, Texas, or New York, or whatever.
Yeah, you see it on Facebook.
And you put it, boom, it's like those 360 things, and you rock out to your favorite band right there.
That's a good way to go.
Awesome. The first mission to Mars.
Yeah.
NASA. Live feed from IS, the International Space Station. Yeah. Put it on. You can look around and cool.
That would be incredible.
Space station and there's Earth. Just really cool stuff, like to be more connected with the world or whatever. But I don't know. It's not a real thing until it's $100.
Yeah, we're not there yet.
$100. I'd pay $100 to play all these shitty little games.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what are you getting though? You know what I mean?
Wouldn't you pay $100 to play all these games like that? I'd pay $100.
Yeah, maybe just to like whip it out at a party every now and then. You know what I mean? Like, but yeah, $100 seems fair.
But $800, like, get the fuck out of my face. Okay, this is a big one because I'm pretty sure we all know what it is.
We're pretty sure,
and I know why they didn't announce it as well.
Okay.
So it shows an image, a little teaser trailer shows an image of like a bone, and what would you describe what's next to the bone?
Okay, to me,
kind of bloody, but it was some kind of like I feel like it was torque. It had torque, and it was getting pulled.
Okay, yeah. To me, and keep in mind, I was watching it on like a small tablet from across the room. So
really,
yeah. Unfortunately, the TV was being used. I didn't want to take it off, but I had to charge it. The whole thing. It looked like something was being stretched.
Yeah, you know like one of those old torture things.
Yeah. Like I don't want to say on 2 horses, but like you know what I'm talking about.
It was way zoomed up. Though.
You crank it,
just the bone.
Exactly, and you're kind of zoomed in on like the femur.
Yeah,
and it's just like
it was all about the sound.
Yeah.
You hear those ropes pulling.
I don't know what's going on there. We obviously it was the teaser from
fades to black.
Yep.
And it says shadows die twice. I believe was in that very traditional writing. I don't know.
Are we dead?
My fucking monitor just shut down.
Oh, okay, we're good.
Okay. That it's the same font as Bloodborne.
Absolutely.
It says From Software.
I mean, it has to be, right?
Yeah. Right? But you know why they didn't? Did you know why they didn't announce it?
No.
This weekend is PlayStation Experience.
Oh.
So they're not going to give away one of their absolute biggest games at the VGAs.
Okay.
2 days before they have PlayStation Experience in Anaheim. But they wanted something.
You're right. Yeah.
Because those people, I guarantee you, there's a lot of people in that room, both press and fans, that because it's in Anaheim and that was in Los Angeles. So they just went there like, dude, I'm going to go to the fucking VGAs and the PlayStation Experience. So they're pumped because everyone thinks it's Bloodborne, and I think the trailer will start with that same thing.
Yeah.
And instead of cutting off, it's going to keep going.
Zoom out and kind of show us a little bit more. Yeah.
And it's going to be Bloodborne 2, which I am ecstatic for.
I need to be Bloodborne.
Because Bloodborne's the only From Software game I've ever beat.
Yep.
I'm super proud about that.
I remember when you did it.
I cannot wait. Day one purchase if that's a thing. So.
I'm excited as well, man. That'll be one I'll
and PlayStation, as much credit as I give them for having all kinds of great exclusives, they haven't released shit in a long time. Mm-hmm. Like I feel like they're really dropping the ball. It's like you have all these great things, but none of them come out. Mm-hmm. Yep. Uncharted Lost Legacy was awesome. What else has come out?
Right. No, I agree.
Other than, I mean, there's Persona 5, which was a great game for a lot of people. But
for a lot of people, yeah.
I'm just saying, like Bloodborne is huge.
Yeah.
Last of Us is huge. Like,
yeah.
Where are PlayStation's games? They just keep God of War. All this stuff is 2018. They didn't do shit this year, so I was kind of bummed by that. Mm-hmm. Horizon came out very beginning of the year.
Yeah,
that was it.
I keep forgetting that was this year.
Yeah, February 28th. That's what I'm saying. I think that's why I didn't win anything. Okay. Oh, they had the cool intro music with they had the orchestra there. And they played like songs.
Oh God, it was so cool.
Good.
So good. Yeah.
So good. Definitely. He's like, should we have that next year? I'm like, fuck yeah, you better. You better have that next year. And then there was the best score, which Nier Automata won.
Okay, cool.
For best music. And then they had best narrative. I don't remember all the nominees for best narrative.
Neither do I.
But I remember thinking, I was hoping Hellblade was going to win. It didn't. Edith Finch won. What Remains of Edith Finch.
Yeah.
Which looks like a beautiful game, and I'm very interested in playing it at some point.
Is that the one that's like everyone's gone to the rapture kind of thing, where you're walking around, there's no one there, you're
correct,
kind of uncovering, Gone Home-ish?
Yes.
Kinda, okay.
Absolutely. Gotcha. Just like that. Yep. And apparently it's absolutely incredible.
Cool.
So I will definitely want to check that out. Then they released the In the Valley of the Gods.
Yeah, into the Valley of the Gods.
Into the Valley of the Gods. What did you think, man? Did you play Firewatch?
No, I didn't, but I heard it was really cool.
It was good.
From what I understand, because I live with my girlfriend's sister, who is younger, she's like 12, and she's played Firewatch, and she loved it. And I know people older than me, you, who have played it.
I've enjoyed it.
More people than you, and
I hated the ending, but I loved everything else.
I like a game that can reach out to kind of a lot of different demographics, which is really cool. I never played it though. I don't really even know what it is. I remember seeing a lighthouse, and then
so it just very briefly, it picks up, I believe it's in Colorado or Wyoming. I think it's Wyoming, in the foothills of the Rocky Mountains, the woods. He's a forest fire watch. People would do that during the summers, and you'd stay out there for weeks at a time. It's kind of like a great camping gig.
Okay.
You hike all the way out there. It was about this guy who was recently divorced, middle-aged man, who goes up there and he hikes all the way out there, and he's up and he's staying on this big, tall Firewatch tower, and you have a radio, and you're talking to your other Firewatch person, and it's about their relationship as he patrols the area looking for things, and then he starts to find some kind of creepy things that are going on. It's kind of a mystery. And it's sort of about uncovering this mystery, which is really crazy.
Cool.
Until the end, which is terrible.
Really?
But yeah, it's a real big letdown. For me, it was a huge letdown. Yeah. But outside of that, it's just this incredible dialogue between him, and you get to pick his dialogue choices.
Did it end like a M. Night Shyamalan movie where it was like...
No, it was just unsatisfying. I was like, oh, that was it the whole time?
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of build-up, and it was like just kind of lame. But the journey there is really what matters, and it was really just really well written characters and a good 4 hours or whatever.
Okay,
it's perfect. Okay, so Edith Finch narrative, Campo Santos game. Best action game, Wolfenstein 2 won.
Woo!
I was really pumped about
I knew
that.
You would be, man.
I didn't think Wolfenstein 2 would win anything.
Really?
No, I just feel like every time it was nominated, there was something else that I felt was just going to trend toward.
Okay.
Like I thought Cuphead was going to win everything it was nominated for because it was so popular. And Wolfenstein 2 won Best Action. I was
crazy,
super pumped for them,
but deserving. Totally.
Oh fuck yeah!
I was glad to see him get attention finally. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like their marketing was getting a lot of attention because they were being kind of aggressive with like their political marketing. Before the game
Wolfenstein?
Came out. Yeah. And it's good to see them get like
dissing Nazis is super political.
Yeah. It's good to see them get like good attention. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It was really cool to see that. And then next, this was like a gimme. Best art direction. Who's gonna win best art direction? I mean, they had like the other ones were like Destiny. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. Cuphead won that, I bet, with like a 90% vote.
If it didn't, it's a shame for sure.
And so it won. So that was really cool. Then they announced the Zelda DLC and had an awkward moment where he was pulling the sword out of the stone.
Yeah, that was
waving it around.
Super uncomfortable, but it's not even the most uncomfortable moment of the entire show.
That was an amazing moment.
Oh no, yeah. But
I don't know. I mean, it just made me angry because I just want to play Zelda. So
Zelda, it's called the Champion's Ballad.
Yes.
Did you say that already?
No.
Okay,
I did not say it.
Repeat what you said.
You did it.
Sound like a total dick. But the Champion's Ballad, I don't know what it adds other than a motorcycle, which I thought was cool. Only because I don't know anything about
exactly.
Zelda.
I feel like we were missing something.
Yeah,
like the entire game.
A lot of people freaked out. They were like, "Finally!" And
I was just like, "Damn it!"
Was he supposed to have a motorcycle?
Play this game,
dude. I want to play it so badly.
I know. So do I.
But now, like, we have to play it at the same time, so I can talk to somebody.
We should.
Like 100%, because like
I purposely kind of kept in the dark.
I wanted to play it so badly when it was big, just to be part of the conversation that everybody was having. But now I'd be like, "Hey, you guys played Zelda?"
Yeah, I know. Here we are.
Who are you?
A year later, like. Hey, the Zelda game's pretty good, guys. Fucking March of 18.
They all pull out their Switch 2s, and they're like, "Fuck you."
Yeah, Switch 2s. The next thing I wrote down really quickly, because I saw an ad, is that they're still sponsored by Schick, but there's no Schick guy.
No Schick. What's his name?
I don't
There's
fucking
a name.
remember.
It's like Metal Man.
I thought it would be like a some kind of terrible rhyme. Like, you know, Dick the Schick guy.
Schick the prick. All right.
I'm just really glad that just overall this one was way less stained with awful advertising.
Yeah.
And instead they just went to like gaming commercials.
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck, I'll watch these commercials.
Yeah. I mean, they need the sponsors they can get for sure.
Yeah, they have to. That's where they get their money.
Yeah.
But it's instead of this really forced, awful corporate advertisements, it was better.
Hey, all you neckbeards! How about a razor?
Yeah, exactly. Then maybe my personal favorite part of this show, the Bethesda ad. The arms of the
my god, that was so good. Dude, I was like, I wish I was with Ian right now watching. That was literally dedicated for you. They were like, Ian Williams, all right, make it for him right now.
But that's just my company, man.
Dude, that had to make you, that had to knock them up a couple notches. Like, not that
they were already at the top pretty much for me. I mean,
there's like them and CD Projekt Red now. They've got to be on top now.
They're both right there because I was just like, this is so fucking great. And Alyssa was just laughing.
I love I want to say like self-deprecation, but not self-deprecation, but like they're very like they're aware of what's going on. You know?
I love the fact that they just came out and like, look, we're the single player guy. I mean, we're already known for it.
Yeah.
So fuck it.
They had the lady who
brand
played
ourselves.
They had the lady who played from Fallout 4.
Linda Carter's in a lot of stuff for them.
But she like introduced herself as you might also know me as the
she's one of the characters from Fallout 4. Yeah. And then she's also every Nord woman in Oblivion.
Every Nord woman?
Yeah, they only had like 6 voice actors for Oblivion.
That's impressive.
Every time you talk to a Nord woman, it was Linda Carter.
Just her doing different pitches?
Yeah.
That's impressive.
Pretty much. And then she's in Skyrim as well. Yeah. She's in like all of Bethesda's games, it seems like. So it was really cool that she was doing that. And that ad about, if you haven't seen it, the ad was about, all the poor single players. It was sort of like one of those Arms and the Angels.
Yeah,
like,
adopt a puppy.
Pet.
Yeah.
And instead it was single player games, and they would be like, and now they've finally been found, and it like shows some guy like playing Wolfenstein just destroying Nazis. And, like, it was great.
It was so good.
Amazing ad. And then Pete Hines came on after that ad was over. Pete Hines is like the other face of Bethesda, because he's the face of the company.
Yeah.
While Todd Howard is the face of game studios. I feel like people kind of get those. They think they're the same thing. They're not. So Pete Hines comes out and says they're giving $100,000 to ESA, which is a grant foundation for people who are going to school to make games. Like, yeah. Fuck yes,
dude!
I love everything about Pete Hines.
They're doing it right, man.
They're doing
it right.
They're just great.
In a world full of companies that we're all ashamed to be.
Yeah, Disney's trying to buy Fox right now. You know what I mean? It's the scariest thing in the fucking world.
Such grubby, dirty things going on. Like that
CVS
little bit of
just bought Aetna for $70 billion. Like it's just so scary, dude.
That little bit of light.
Oh my god,
it's nice.
So thank you, Bethesda. That was awesome. Let's see here. Oh, Felicia Day came out.
Woo! Big fan.
And I loved this segment.
When did she come out?
It was right after that. It was the Gaming Industry Icon Award.
Yeah,
and they talked about the Carol Shaw, who's like one of the original.
Oh yeah,
game
they had her
creators.
come out and kind of talk about her life as like a female kind of game developer, which is really cool.
And like no one had ever heard of her, even though she's among all the like founders of modern gaming, and she created like the River Raid or whatever it was that sold 1 million copies. And
even in her era, especially in her era, imagine that. You know what I mean? Even now, it's kind of weird. But
yeah, it's this weird thing where it's like they're there, but we just don't. I don't know. It's a weird thing, but it was cool. She was this cool little old lady that was making everyone laugh when she was saying how much better the games look now, and it was a cool little speech. It's weird. I call her this little old lady. It's something. I think she may have had a stroke or something. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? The way she spoke. But my mother is the exact same age as her.
Oh, really?
And she's like, you'd never know that she was. My mom is like 40. And she said she was born in 1955, I think it said. Jesus. That's when my mom was born. I'm like, this tiny little frail old lady's the same age as my mom. My mom's out there running fucking marathons.
Oh my god.
It's just weird. It was just anyway. It was a thing that struck me.
Yeah, definitely weird.
Did not give a fuck about the next announcement.
It's Soul Calibur?
Yeah. Fuck
6, right?
Don't care.
We'll see it in 2018. I know there's an audience for it. You and I don't care about it.
Japanese fighting game, big jiggly boobs.
I figured. Yeah, I don't know what I figured, but
and the girls every time they get hit, they go.
Ah! Yeah. Is that not realistic?
That's what they.
Is that not the sound girls make when?
And
you
then when you're done, it's like Soul Calibur. I'm like, get the fuck out of my face.
Day one, I'm buying this. Let's go. I'm in.
But if you're excited for it, awesome. I hope you have a great time with it.
Yep.
RPG won. They did the best RPG. They gave it to Persona 5.
Persona 5.
Heard nothing but brilliant things from that game. I bet it's fucking awesome.
Yeah. Everyone who played it loved it.
I'm not a biggest anime guy, but I would definitely give that a shot.
Yeah. I would too, except for the fact that from what I understand, it involves a lot of time management, which really stresses me out.
And it's hundreds of hours.
Yeah. And you have to like get it down to like science. And...
I would make a deal with Kevin.
Okay.
If he cared enough about me playing Persona.
Okay.
He plays Witcher, I play Persona. I'd offer him that deal.
I don't think you could make him care enough, but if you did...
Right, exactly. I'm not saying you would. I'm just saying
I would
that would be a fun way for us to experience each other's favorite game of the year.
I would.
He loved that game.
Love to hear weekly updates.
I think that would be fun for us to swap that experience.
That would be fun. I would like to. And then if you did that,
a game club,
I'd like to come in and while you guys talk about it, 30-minute video. You'd be like, "Yeah, I met Shanzu at the mall and we went on a date."
Shanzu. The way you said that, I talk. Yeah, man, I met Shanzu at the mall, bro. He was at a mall. He was talking about Molly at the mall.
And Kevin would be like, "You didn't tell me there were naked girls in this game."
It's like, you didn't tell me I could have sex 50 times.
He's like, "I can't stop playing it."
That would be great. That'd be really fun if we did that. Okay, I lost my place here. Oh, here we go.
Bayonetta!
Best indie game.
Oh.
Cuphead.
Of course. Good.
Amazing. There were some other good games in there too, but that got nominated for Best Indie.
Good.
Hellblade was in there too. I was rooting for Hellblade again.
Yeah.
Hellblade, I haven't even finished the game yet, but I was rooting for it all the way through.
Even to be nominated, that's incredible.
If you get nominated, that's fantastic. So Cuphead won Best Indie Game. Then there was the award for Best Ongoing Game, which I think that's a really cool award.
It is really cool.
Sounds kind of stupid. Best ongoing game, but
yeah, but you know what it means.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Oh, yeah.
we know what it means. Yeah, and I totally agreed with the decision they gave it to Overwatch.
Me too.
God, that game. Even like the MLG scene behind that game, I would argue is right up there with Counter-Strike, probably bigger.
Yeah,
I would assume.
LOL and
yeah, like it's crazy.
Yeah,
Blizzard just knows what they're doing, man. There's no shelf life on this.
I mean, I would not have ever picked any other game than Overwatch for that.
As far as
won
the
Game of the Year last year from the same show.
Good.
So,
good for them.
Loved it. And then there's a bunch of WPs, world premieres. Fade to Silence, not interesting to me. How about you?
No.
Did we? In the snow?
Yeah. Now I'm kind of out of order.
Don't worry, I'm in order.
Okay, perfect.
Fade to Silence. Do you remember that? He was like lying in the snow, and he was like, "In the snow, you gotta survive."
In the snow, it's really cold. No, I don't remember.
And now it's all gone.
Yeah, it's gonna be early access, right?
I don't know.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Coming out like the 14th.
Coming to Steam Early Access on December 14th. That's all I know. I hope it's good. I hope you enjoy it. Okay, what do we think? Let's speculate. Is it like a 7 Days to Die kind of thing?
It
Is
looked
that the
like
feeling?
a kind of like a cross between like a survival game like The Forest and yeah, like a
7 Days to Die.
so
Okay,
it's
cool.
sort of this like weird.
That's big. That's big right now. That's big right now.
It is.
We need the people, the audience for that game, which I like to think I'm a part of, needs like the one big one. You know what I mean? Like 7 Days to Die.
Game,
7 Days to Die is big. The Forest is big.
Ark Survival.
Not a lot. Ark is a mess, but it could be really big. Really big. It is, but it's just a train wreck right now.
Yeah,
it's the PUBG of that fucking
horrible. Yeah.
game type.
God. So then Reggie Ainsfield comes on the stage. I'm like, oh, cool. And I got pumped for this because Bayonetta is a game that I missed because it was on Wii.
Yeah.
And I'd never owned a Wii or a Wii U. So they're like, Bayonetta 2 and 1, it's a single case, comes with both games for Switch. I'm like, that's cool. When I buy a Switch, I'm not going to know what to fucking do with myself.
Yeah, no.
I mean,
not even kidding. Yeah,
between Zelda and Mario and Stardew Valley and the Bayonetta games, I can't wait.
Yeah, man. It's going to be a good time to be a Switch owner.
And then he goes, the classic and still very effective. Oh, and one more thing. I love that at these kind of things.
Yep. Because the whole you get the energy from the whole audience when he does it.
I loved it. It opened up with the same shot that the remake of the re-release of Bayonetta 1 and 2 with the moon.
Yeah,
like, it's the same shot. And then we all went, that's got to be Bayonetta 3, and then they did it. I'm like, that's really cool.
Yep. People are pretty stoked about it. We can expect 1 and 2 in February of 2018. I don't think 3 got a date though.
Yeah, it was just a CG trailer.
It's in the works.
It was cool though. I'm down.
Who was the guy? We haven't talked about it yet. Who came out with like something he was trying to open and he was like, "Sorry, I have to purchase a microtransaction to get this open."
I loved that.
I
don't remember who
I didn't
that
know
was.
who it was.
I lost track of my notes at that time.
Yeah,
and I was like, I didn't hear this guy's intro.
I love that.
It was earlier on. It was like the best narrative.
I didn't know if we passed it already or
it was
not.
Best narrative. I think. And he had you're right. He had the little folded up card that was stuck. He's like, I can't get in here.
He swiped his card on.
It's like, I must need a microtransaction to get into this thing.
Love it, man. I love the breaking the fourth wall. I love how the people in the industry are hating on the industry.
Yep.
And I love that, dude.
Well, I mean, just like anything, there's tiers to the thing.
Yeah.
And the big companies weren't there.
Yeah.
EA and Activision had nothing to do with this thing. You know what I mean? They're
Which
like,
I love.
They're probably like,
the plebs down in the village.
they're it's all about the artwork there. They don't see any of the hard work that goes into the publishing business.
So ridiculous.
That's how I imagine.
I think it seems accurate. I think after Bayonetta we got the Death Stranding trailer, right?
Whatever the fuck you're
Walking
calling
Dead mixed with Alien mixed with something. I don't know, mixed with Metal Gear. Which
I'm
is what
excited
it felt like
because I missed Metal Gear because I didn't have a PlayStation growing up until a PS3. Way late into the cycle of the PS3. And
same.
I just don't.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not that I didn't think they were good or better than good. They're some of the greatest games of all time. Like, I don't argue that, but I don't know what the fuck is going on.
So,
and I find them kind of cheesy.
Totally.
And I'm not a fan of cheesiness usually unless it's done in a certain way.
Yeah.
But I think in order for me to appreciate the cheesiness, I had to start from the beginning.
Right.
And be a fan of those games, and I didn't, and I just never caught on to Metal Gear. So I'm excited for this because he is a genius.
Yep.
And I get to finally experience that.
So and again, just playing devil's advocate, this isn't entirely my viewpoint, and this is coming from a guy who also never played any Metal Gear up until 5, and then I put 130 hours into 5. Okay. So I loved 5, but still very cheesy. Yeah, still very much bothered me how Quiet had to be naked to drink water. Didn't make any sense to me. Quiet being the girl.
Yo, I know who she is.
Very big problem to me when I played that game.
I couldn't take that shit seriously.
Yeah, to me, especially with this game, what I wonder is like, okay, if it wasn't backed by that controversy, would it still be as big? If Norman Reedus wasn't in it, would it still be as big? You know, like I'm wondering.
You mean Death Stranding?
Death Stranding, yeah.
I would personally say it definitely would still be as big.
Yeah, you think so?
Hideo Kojima is just.
Yeah, totally. And again, I'm just like.
He's just too much of. He's just a huge fucking name. It's like putting. It's like putting. I don't know. What's a good. Steven Spielberg.
Yeah.
On a, you know what I mean? It's like, oh, wow, okay.
Maybe I'm just like, I'm sick of the cock tease. You know what I mean? Like, show me the game.
Well, there is no game.
That's problem.
What I don't like. I don't like that
we're getting a bunch of movies.
Yeah, they keep showing it stuff. And I'm like, you guys just picked an engine like 6 months ago.
Right, yeah.
This game is not coming out for
years. Yeah.
So I hope
that's why I wish they would kind of allocate their time elsewhere.
But I think they also wanted to get us a little more idea of like the tone. Mm-hmm. Because, like, the last couple were so utterly confusing and nonsensical that I was just like, I don't even...
Have you heard anything about the new Metal Gear zombie game?
No.
Yeah, me neither. That's the problem. Remember, that was a big thing. When he left, they were like, we're doing zombies.
Yeah, but Hideo's not part of it.
Exactly. But...
And Konami's a piece of shit.
Are we just going to pretend that didn't happen and like sweep it under the rug? Is that still coming out, do you know?
I never would have played it anyways.
Yeah, me neither, and I love it. But, interesting.
But yeah, I was into it when I was watching it. I mean, I love sci-fi, and I love sci-fi horror.
I didn't know what was happening.
I love Alien. It just, everything is just Alien to me.
There was a baby, and then it was in him, and then the little light blinky thing was like, Phantom guy, and then the Phantom guy had one too, but it was like a dark light blinky thing, and then...
It was like really it mirrored, like the entity like mirrored him.
Yeah.
I don't know, and it was like invisible, like the steps, and it was just
very
cool.
How about when the guys were so quick to like kill themselves? The guy tried to shoot himself, and it took the
gun
and
started
stabbing
himself. He did not want to get abducted.
You can just hear it. It made me wonder, like, what do they do to them when they abduct them? But so I mean, I'm interested. I'm in.
I mean, I'm going to buy it, whatever it ends up being.
It's just a series of short films. It comes out on disc.
Just hit A to play.
Norman Reedus
trigger like, to move to the next scene.
Norman Reedus. Hey guys, you might know me as Daryl.
I love how he just came out and he was like, "No one's gonna stop us from working together now."
That was really cool. That was cool when he like bowed to him and like that was actually really cool.
It was very cool. Everyone just fucking loves Hideo so much.
Yeah.
He seems like a cool dude. So.
What did he yell when he got on the mic? He's just like, "Oh yeah!"
Yeah, he's like, "Oh yeah!" He seems like a very eclectic dude.
Yeah.
I like that. I like his big personality. I don't have too much to say.
No.
Guillermo del Toro is part of it, so that's cool. And then there was a world premiere. I loved this trailer.
Yeah.
For Witchfire.
Yeah.
Because it's like, from the makers of the Vanishing of Ethan Carter, which is a walking simulator.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, cool. It's like a walking simulator. It's beautiful. It's all dark and like gothic.
And then
he pulls a gun out. And then did you have the line that it says?
No, I don't have the line, but I just had that it was the guys who also did Bulletstorm.
He pulls a gun out and goes, but also fucking Bulletstorm. Just starts shooting shit like that's awesome.
I love it, man. I love it when you don't take yourself too seriously. And I appreciate them.
And I love the idea of these like super talented storytellers and fucking Bulletstorm developers coming together to make a story-driven, great shooter. It looked gorgeous.
Yeah.
I don't know if that was in-game or if it was just CG, but I love the art direction. The gothic, kind of green, like, it's cool.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
Yeah. This one I'm excited for.
Crazy Joseph what's his name?
Joseph
Frossen? Franz? I don't know.
Drunk man is what we're going to call him.
Absolutely wasted.
Plastered.
And it was drunk. People were like, is he high? I'm like, no, that's not high. That's drunk.
That's not high.
He is drunk as
high
fuck.
would have been entertaining to listen to this.
I mean, it was entertaining. I was
to a point.
Dying.
I thought it was hilarious, and I was dying with you.
Until Jeff would make me laugh even more.
Until like 5 minutes came around, and I was like, okay, we got to get him out of here. And you
still
could tell
laughing.
in both of their ears,
Oh, yeah.
someone higher up is going, get him off of camera now.
Yeah.
And like, Jeff's like, no. He's like, we'll talk about it later. Jeff's like, no, we're not going to talk about it later.
Yeah.
Like, you have to go. And he's like, you could tell him, like, he was talking to them. He's like, no, I have to talk about it.
Yeah.
Like, it was so awkward, man.
Oh, my God. And he was just like, my favorite part. And at this point, I was like out of breath. Like,
Can
gagging.
we cuss?
Yeah, well, after he curses.
Yeah.
But when he goes, I know that EA is paying for this, and EA and their fucking bullshit. Look, sometimes publishers fuck up, and EA fucked up, but they've treated me very well.
Dude, he just went off, man. I don't know.
He's my hero.
Did he know that he was gonna talk?
Yeah, dude,
Why?
I think he got absolutely flat fucking college drunk. Like, I feel like he went through one of those fucking
Like a binge.
No, what do they call it when they make you like drink like a fucking keg of beer to get into like initiation?
Oh yeah, an initiation of
yeah,
some,
like it just
hazing.
I mean, he kept grabbing.
He got hazed.
Jeff's collar and his wrist and stuff, and Jeff's like,
so
don't fucking touch
man.
me. Like,
Yes, God.
stop grabbing on it. Oh look, I know you need me to go on.
Oh my God.
I mean, this is so great to have this at the end. I'm so fucking pumped. Fuck the Oscars. Just started flipping off the camera. And then it all came together for me today. I was on Twitter, on our ZeroHP Twitter.
Yeah.
And there was, EA said something about Star Wars Battlefront. And on the through all the comments,
Just gifs
about 40% of them were at EA and him flipping off the camera, and it was just the greatest thing ever. He's become a folk hero just for talking shit about the company that's paying for his game.
I wonder what he's thinking about today. You know what
I
I mean?
bet he's regretting it.
You think so? Yeah.
I don't know him, maybe not.
He probably got a few phone calls.
What did you think about the fucking game? That's the problem. He like overshadowed his damn game.
And it's a really good looking game. This is actually one that I was excited for when it got announced before. I don't remember at what it got announced.
E3. Yep.
What's
it called again?
A Way Out.
A Way Out.
It's a co-op, seemingly mainly split screen co-op game.
Yeah,
Which is
it's
what
not split screen though. You're both on the. It's like Diablo. Like you're both on the screen at the same time.
Yeah, but in like a weird.
Yeah, and then it would split when they go away. It was weird. It was cool.
Yeah, it is crazy weird. I just put here. Co-op prison game embarrassing interview is what I put. But no,
I just put crazy Joe Friends.
Joe Friends.
Whatever his name is.
But no, A Way Out looks really cool. Some kind of I thought it was like a prison escape game, but they showed kind of an introduction. You're doing like a bank robbery.
Yeah, it's just like it's a story-based game. These two brothers who end up going to jail and escaping.
This is like a lot more to it, I guess.
Interesting and unique.
Yeah, definitely unique, which is what we need right now, and I'm excited for it.
And he came on, he narrated, it was a pre-narrated video.
Oh my God.
And he was totally fine in the narration.
That's the problem. I was like, you sound so normal sober. Like, what are we doing? But I'm excited for the game.
The next one, they did a little segment for Andy House of Sony, who's been there since the beginning of PlayStation 1. And he's leaving, so they just did like a little thing for him, and he came out.
Which is cool.
Yep. And then when I started getting real pumped for the show, because they did the Games with Impact Award. And Alyssa and I were like, Hellblade has to win this.
Right.
Because of the steps they took to bring mental illness to light, and not just being like game developers just making shit up. Like they went to fucking Oxford and got a professor of psychology and and psychoanalysis and stuff, and like got him to help them develop their game. And just how can you have a bigger impact than that?
Right.
And it won, so I was.
Yep.
I was like, it was like watching a football game. I was like, woohoo!
Yep, very deserving.
I was very excited about that. I wanted Hellblade to win as much as it could. I haven't even finished it yet.
Right.
And watching this show, I was like, once I finish Wolfenstein, I gotta go. I gotta just go in and finish that game.
Yeah, it probably won't take you very long.
It's not long. It's just one of those things where I just started playing other shit and snowballed from there. Did you have anything to say on that topic at all?
No, not really. You know more about Hellblade than I do. I got very little exposure to it when you showed it to me.
I just wanted to show you the technology they use with the mics
cool.
and the voice
It's so
actors.
unique, man, and it was horrifying right when I jumped in, like you told me it would be. Absolutely, you need noise canceling headphones for this game.
Yes.
But yeah, it's horrifying.
So then they had the PUBG guys come out.
Yeah.
I did not know they were Japanese.
Yeah. So
I always just think about PlayerUnknown when I think of this
that's
game.
the thing is he's there.
Are they Blue Hole?
He's the Irish guy who knows English, and yeah, that's
that Japanese
Blue
team
Hole.
is Blue Hole.
Yep, those are the people who
That's a name.
it
right
quite is, and it is quite the name. I don't know if you watched the No Clip piece on PUBG.
I haven't.
I
have not.
It's actually really good. I know you're not.
No,
super
I
into PUBG,
will. I watch
but
it.
you love Danny like I do, and
I like. And PUBG is something just as an industry person. I'm totally.
It's interesting, and him as an interviewer, probably one of the better interviewers that I've ever seen as far as like those type of short films and stuff. Danny O'Dwyer, I mean, not Brendan Green.
Yeah.
He's okay too, but yeah. So he was picked up by Blue Hole. That's Blue Hole. That's who we're dealing with. That's where kind of the optimization issues are coming from, and everything like that. Brendan Green's kind of the genius behind the curtain,
and he gets all the blame.
All the blame. He's told to kill himself on a daily basis online, and people hate him. And he's just a modder from Arma 1 and 2, who loves video games and created this thing, and now is never going to work a day in his life again,
ever,
unless he wants to.
I mean, if people want to tell me to commit suicide and give me millions upon millions of dollars,
are you kidding me?
I'll just ignore them. I won't go online.
I will. Go ahead and not go online. I'll just tweet once a day to stay active.
Yeah. I won't even look at my fucking alerts.
He'll be fine. He'll be okay.
Yeah, and I hope so.
My hope is that, and I don't know the inner workings, obviously. My hope is that with the new money that they're making, Blue Hole is expanding a little bit. This is by far probably the best project biggest project they've ever even been around. So hopefully they're kind of revving things up a little bit over there. They're falling a bit behind. I don't know what's going on with this mobile bullshit. That needs to stop right now.
What? I didn't. Yeah, can you explain?
I don't know anything about it. I didn't look into it because it just pisses me off to think about. There's some kind of mobile port coming or something for PUBG. There's already rip-off games.
Is it? I mean, I couldn't tell if it was like one of those things. Do you remember the E3 presentation for The Division years ago? The Division, Ubisoft's The Division.
I remember when they like showed the game. Like,
yeah, they were. It was like, were they pretending to be real people playing games?
Yeah.
They're like, hey, Megan, come over here.
They did things that no one ever does.
Yeah,
in playing games.
And then they had the dude, their buddy, who was on a tablet.
Yeah.
And the little thing, the little drone.
Right.
And he like tagged targets for them and flew off. I didn't know it was like some.
From what I understand,
like
it's like an actual battle royale game on your phone. Which is fine if you want that, because there's already a bunch of ripoffs of that. But I don't want this company doing that right now. I want them to finish their game. I know they have different teams. I know you can pay people.
Just don't put PUBG's name on something.
Yeah, it's
not really representative.
Kind of gross. Make a different mobile game. Call it something else. Yeah. Even if it's Battle Royale. If it is PUBG, just call it something else. Yeah. Call it Mobile Royale. I don't give a shit. Just don't call it PUBG. It's giving kind of a weird mark. And I'll make it quick on the PUBG stuff.
Go. There's no need to rush, man. we're fine.
Cool. I know you got to get out of here. So.
No, I don't. I told them I'll be there.
You helped me out last week. I'm trying to help you.
I am not rushed at all.
They showed the trailer for the new desert map, Miramar, which is what it's called. The first, I keep forgetting the name of the original map. You don't know it, do you? No. It's the name of Brendan Green's daughter, which is actually really cool. It's like Elria or something cool like that. But Miramar is the desert map, which is focusing more on kind of verticality. There's bigger buildings, bigger cities.
It reminded me of Fallout.
Yeah, it's an open desert. Yeah. So it's just like Fallout 3 kind of landscape.
It's cool. They're
adding new vehicles, kind of like a pickup truck, a van, new weapons, blah, blah, blah. New stuff. December 20th is when we're finally getting 1.0. The actual release of the game, which I'm beyond stoked for. It's going to help a lot with CPU optimization, which is one of the game's biggest problems right now. And everything. I mean, they increased, or they helped the what's that?
Why does it look like when I watch you and Kevin play it? That game looks like crap.
Yeah.
And when I watch Dr. Disrespect play it, it looks like shit.
So
and then they show it. They show it on these games. I'm like, damn, it looks good.
Yeah.
And I don't understand.
So, I mean, obviously, recording software is a factor. It is.
Much, though.
But so if you watch Dr. Disrespect live and you put that next to me and Kevin playing live, you're gonna notice a huge difference. Now,
sure.
Yeah, it still looks like shit. The game's not.
It doesn't look anything like they were showing when I was watching the trailer. I was like, that game does not look like this.
There's a chance they beef it up a little bit, but with the new patch, they are.
Not that matters. Like,
no.
The game is what matters. The gameplay matters. I just noticed. I was like, this game looks gorgeous.
Yeah.
And it does not look gorgeous when I watch it.
Totally.
It's not about being gorgeous.
Absolutely. And I mean, not to compare the two at all, but look at like Counter-Strike.
Yeah,
the reason it doesn't look better is because people want the gameplay.
I'm not sitting here saying it needs to look that good. I just don't get why they're making it look that way. I've seen that game 100,000 times, and it's never looked like that.
I know. And obviously the reason for that is for the more graphically inclined people, which is not, I wouldn't argue, their biggest player base. People want fast and they want go and they want, for gunplay. They want good gunplay, especially from that game. But I think the new patch is going to help a lot with optimization, so they can work on graphics later. But yeah, I think they're
get the game functioning.
Yeah, get the game going. It is. Let's give it some credit. It's a lot better now. But with this optimization patch should help. But yeah, like when you're streaming on Twitch, if you're not partnered, you don't get encoder options from your viewers, so they can't choose 480, 720, 1080. They get whatever bitrate you stream at, and mine and Kevin streams are pretty low. Yeah, because we're just guys. But like then you have Doc who streams at like a 5,000 bitrate, and he's streaming at 1080p, and he can pick it. So yeah,
but I don't even mean resolution, man. Yeah, I'm talking texture mapping. Like, the game, it didn't look like the same game.
Yeah,
at all. I'm talking lighting, texture, reflection, like in all that kind of stuff.
Keep in mind,
it looks like a different game, and that's fine. I don't care about it. It's just something that hit in my brain. I was like, wow, what?
The biggest thing I really do think it is, especially judging off who you've seen play it, when guys play it competitively, they crank everything down to very low, other than texture and view distance, which you keep it medium. Yeah. So Doc and Shroud and Summit and those guys, they played it very low to keep their
maybe that's it right
their
there.
i9 quad core CPUs at bay. Not like they couldn't run it, but you know what I mean. And then for the video, they played it ultra to make it look all beefed up and pretty.
Yeah, that makes a ton of sense. Yeah. The only thing I wrote down for PUBG, because I knew you were going to write everything on it, and I was expecting you to take that away, which you should have. 24 million copies sold. Man.
Isn't that nuts? Does that blow your mind or what? I don't care if, and not you, I don't care if you metaphorically is, if you are a fan, if you hate the game just to hate it because it's big, which is a lot of people.
I know. I think it's a great idea.
It has to intrigue you.
I think it's
as a
awesome.
Human. You know what I mean? Like, what's going on with this goddamn game? And I think last month, I don't quote me on this, but I think Fortnite had more players last month than, or no, it had more viewers on Twitch last month than PUBG did, which is really interesting because this quote unquote battle between the two is getting a little weird right now. But and keep in mind, like you said, it's free to play. It's a whole different thing. But that genre is just blowing up right now, and I don't know.
Yeah, well, the thing that's funny is that these big publishers are going to catch on. They're big. They're like, PUBG is big. I need PUBG games. And it'll come out in 2019 and like no one cares.
No one cares.
They'll be playing PUBG still.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that PUBG's like a fad. I think PUBG's here to stay.
I don't think PUBG has a shelf life.
Neither do I. I think it'll be here forever. Yeah. Like it's forever.
In one way.
But I also think that the Battle Royale thing is going to come in, and they're going to all these games are going to come out in like 2 years.
Yeah.
And no one's going to be like, I don't. PUBG, it's
Dude,
PUBG. Like,
for a fact, there's somebody right now just on their 5th coffee and their 8th pill of Adderall, just going ham on their computer coding right now for their Battle Royale game that they're working on. Yeah. Their 20-man team that they're like, going to. You know what I mean? It's like
maybe I think Call of Duty's going to have it. I think.
We're gonna get everything. Yeah. We're gonna get your Battlefield.
Well, but I feel like it's gonna be like they're behind because EA and Activision, these guys are so reactive.
Yeah.
Instead of being proactive and taking risks and coming up with new ideas, they just copy everything they see.
I mean, and maybe it won't even be that long. Look at games that already kind of have a platform like Battlefield 1.
You could
totally do that on Battlefield. You already have like 120 people in a game.
Yeah.
Cut out 20 of them and just make it no teams. You know what I mean? Like I wonder how that would work. But look how quickly Epic Games jumped on it.
Yeah.
Like,
all these games.
We already have this thing that can do that. We'll just code a little bit and throw it out there, and it blew up.
Yep.
So, I don't know. But I'm excited. Real quick, they're gonna do. Just for what they're adding, I mentioned vehicles, weapons. They're adding vaulting, the infamous vaulting, which some people are happy about, some aren't. And then a new UI. They're redoing the entire UI. There's like a kill feed now, like in Counter-Strike, if you've ever seen it. Kind of the gun placement is different and everything on the UI. But yeah, all I want is optimization, how the game runs.
That's it just needs
literally all I want. It's like, and it doesn't run terribly now, especially with my new graphics card. But just CPU usage is crazy in that game, and there's a lot of stuff they've got a lot of fat to trim, but they're getting there, man. Good for them.
Yeah, I think it's great.
Yeah,
I love that it's a big trend and that it's successful. And it's just awesome. 24 million copies. Take that, EA.
Take it.
Look what they're doing, and they don't have to do any bullshit.
Take it.
People just like the game. This was my favorite part of the show.
Accounting Plus?
No, I must have skipped that. I didn't write that down.
That was more of an honorable mention.
Okay. It was funny. I was laughing some of it.
What was your favorite
The interview with the dude was weird.
Were those the guys from... Wasn't that the guys from Rick and Morty?
I thought they made the VR Rick and Morty game.
Oh, they did?
I don't think that those are the creators.
Oh, I thought they did the like.
I wasn't sure either, but at one point I remember Jeff being like, "Creators of the VR Rick and Morty."
Oh, okay.
So I was like,
yeah, it was super awkward.
This dude's weird.
Yeah.
He's trying to be funny. And he's
yeah.
not.
Go. But what were you gonna say?
So my favorite was they went with best performance.
Yep.
They had fucking Andy. God damn it! My brain is taking a
Andy
shit.
Milonakis.
No, it's the fucking guy who plays Gollum.
Oh, God.
What's his name?
I don't know.
My
I don't
brain
know
is
his goddamn name.
Boom, gone.
Here, stall, Ian, stall.
Why did I write it down? And I know him too. I know his name.
Wait for it.
Oh,
I got no data.
Damn, Andy Serkis.
Andy.
I got it. Andy Serkis.
Okay, you are quicker than my phone.
Andy Serkis.
Yep.
And I love that I mean, he is the father of mocap.
Yeah,
I mean, father actor of mocap.
Yeah.
So that was the. I hope he does best performance every year.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the perfect guy. Yep. And he even came out and just kind of said that. He's like, yeah, I'm the perfect guy.
I'm the guy.
I know what I'm talking about.
You seen that shit I do with my hands?
And they gave it. So the other reason I was rooting for Hellblade a lot for all this stuff is because I watched, they had a, while they were making the game, they had a 25-part making of documentary.
Yeah, you were telling me about that.
It was fantastic.
Yeah.
So I kind of got to know some of these people as they made the game.
Yeah.
And Melina Juergens, I think is how you correctly pronounce her name.
I wasn't even gonna try.
She
out of respect for her.
So they were making this game, and they asked her, hey, you know, we don't have an actress yet, and we need to get going on like mocapping and getting all of our systems in line. Would you mocap for us? And she was like, I'm sure, okay, you know. And so she started doing the mocap. And they're like, okay, great. We still don't have an actress. We gotta test the facial animation, the part that captures her face in the game. Mm-hmm. We need to work on that. So they did that with her. And they were recording her voice and stuff, and she was just incredible. Yeah. She's their video editor.
Oh, really?
She's never acted a day in her life.
What?
And then she's doing all this, and like it was one of those things where they're watching her, and like the guys at the camera were like, she's amazing. Like,
they're all talking in the back like
she's incredible.
Did you catch her on the?
She's like, and they were like, fuck it, we don't need an actress. You're her. And she was the star of the game, and she did all the voice acting, all the mocap, all the facial, all the whole thing. 100% is her. She's never acted a day in her goddamn life, and then she wins best performance because she was incredible.
I love stories like that, man. I love that. The unsung hero. I love the
It was really weird to see her as a blonde with makeup.
Yeah.
But still looking at her, it's her.
Yeah, her and the facial structure.
Yeah, it's her. And
it's incredible.
I was like, this was so cool. I was fucking ecstatic when she won best picture or best performance.
Yep.
So that was probably one of my favorite parts of the show. I was pumped for this next one too.
I may not be in order, so hit me.
So, GTFO.
Yeah.
Made by the guys who made Payday.
Payday, yep.
4-player co-op horror.
Yep.
Dude, all I was thinking about was you and me and Kevin and whoever else wants to fucking join us. Oh, they're behind us! They're behind us!
Dude,
and that is we're going to let's play the fuck out of that. We're going to stream the fuck out of that.
Absolutely.
I am joining you guys.
I can't wait.
I am in it. I am on it. We are playing the fuck out of it.
Dude, I can't wait, man. Everything from the name is like perfect.
Get the fuck out.
Yeah. And Payday's a blast. Payday was always kind of a comical game. You know, you're robbing a bank, but like it had that kind of quirky Team Fortress 2 kind of thing.
Yeah, kind of like self-referential.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
New, like,
yep.
I loved the look of it. It reminded me of Aliens, which is exactly what they were going for. Yep. And just the idea of the four of us playing that.
Imagine the DLC possibilities for this game. And that's the first thing that came to my mind is you have the alien setting. Well, let's throw them in the desert with some weird Texas Chainsaw Massacre guys. Or let's put them in the swamp. You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of opportunity for this game. And I think it's going to...
Put them on like a derelict ship.
Anything you want. In a mansion. It'd put them in like a supernatural DLC. You be Dean, I be Sam. You be fucking whoever. It'd be hilarious, man. And like... God damn it, what was I going to say? Oh, I think this is a game that will blow up on Twitch, and that's where it's going to get its...
I'm buying that day one. Unless it looks like shit.
I mean, our viewers for sure, but I mean talking like big guys. I think I think your lyrics and your summits are going to play this game and get a lot of attention. Tim the Tatman, if Doc plays this game, I'm going to blow my brains out in a good way. Like, I would love that. But a lot of guys, Tatman, if he played it, that'd be incredible. But I think it's going to be a Twitch.
I can't wait to show Kevin that.
Yeah. If he has, I don't know if he watched the highlights. We'll make him do something. But
yeah, we'll make him watch. We'll watch the stuff we cared about. Best game direction, Zelda.
Yep.
Won best game direction. Moving right along.
Yeah, we're running
Metro.
over here.
We're fine. Metro Exodus.
Yeah, cool
Fall
little
2018.
Cool little thing.
Those games are really good. They're hard for me to get into for some reason, but
the story's cool.
Appreciate them. They did the orchestra for Overwatch. It was like the tribute.
Good.
Oh,
wow! And I didn't I knew I had heard it.
Stringed instruments because apparently they're all really hot.
I know.
All just gorgeous.
The one girl on the
26-year-old women
going ham on the cello. She's so into it.
Tiny little dress.
Yeah,
they're all drop dead gorgeous. Like,
yeah, they were.
There's this redhead playing violin. I'm like,
she's killing it.
They're all
amazing. Beautiful. They're all beautiful.
I'm in love with all of them. And then they did the Game of the Year, and they introduced them by playing like the main song from each one, the orchestra.
Yeah.
And they opened with Horizon, and I was like, "Oh, it's so good.
Cool, man! It's
so good." Horizon was nominated for like 5 of these things too.
Yeah.
It didn't win shit.
Which is crazy, but again, man, 5 nominations. That's
I mean,
nuts.
it was like 4 or 5. It was up there. It was on like everything: best direction, best action adventure, best graphics, best all the different.
I think that game speaks for itself, though. You know what I mean? Anyone who's played it will tell you.
And then Game of the Year. I think we all called the shit out of that.
For a while, yeah.
Didn't we all just know that Zelda was going to win Game of the Year?
Yeah. I think...
Did you ever doubt that?
No, I didn't doubt it. There's like the pessimistic devil's advocate of me. I'm like, don't fuck this up, everybody. Like, please don't fuck this up. Regardless of my feelings about any game, don't fuck this up. I've never played Zelda, but I already know that it needs to win. And I'm glad it did. They deserved it.
They deserved it. It was the first time Nintendo ever won Game of the Year.
Really?
At the show. At the
Game Awards. Okay.
The show this was the 5th one, I believe.
Oh, okay.
So,
yeah.
At this show, it was the first time they've ever won it. They've been nominated a couple times.
They'll have more.
In 2015, there was Super Mario Maker and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, Zelda was the game of the year, man. I
Totally.
mean, it got like a 98 on fucking Metacritic.
It's just hard because it came out so long ago.
March.
Early in the year. Yeah, around when Horizon came out. You almost forget it was this year. You know, like we were talking about with Horizon earlier. I totally forgot that was this year.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think they deserved it. Totally.
So there you go, man. That was it.
There was like 2 things I wrote, kind of like
I'd love
honorable
to hear
mentions.
your overall thing too. Like
I really enjoyed it, man. I felt like this year especially.
Was this the best one?
We went through like a lot of weird press conferences and weird showings of weird E3s and weird speeches and just like a lot of weirdness. You know what I mean? There was that lull a couple weeks where we were just like bummed out all the time. Like you and me came in here, we're like, I hate games.
Yeah.
I like everything. And then
the industry is so terrible.
This is really refreshing. It was nice to not be tainted by the bigger guys.
Yeah.
It was very self-deprecating, for lack of a better word. It was very break the fourth wall.
Yep.
It's very we're on YouTube. We can cuss.
Yeah,
this guy's loaded right now, and he's cussing his he flipped off the Oscars.
This drunk French dude flipping the camera off like.
But no, I enjoyed it, man. It was really refreshing.
We have Uber Eats telling us to go buy McDonald's.
Yeah, why not, right?
Hey, all you fat gamers.
The only other thing that we didn't touch on that I wanted to briefly touch on because I'm a fan. I wouldn't be a fan if I didn't touch on Fortnite. Fortnite's new 50 on 50 game mode, which is awesome. Which I think doesn't necessarily put them a step ahead of the other battle royale competitors, but I think it makes them a little more unique.
Yeah,
they're kind of doing a weird thing now. Which no one else is doing.
Just take advantage of their massive popularity.
Yeah, it's incredible. And you can do a lot with that game because, not that it's more optimized, but it's less demanding, as far as your console or your PC goes. So you can do a lot more creative things with it. It's a lot faster paced and obviously, but yeah, they did that. And my favorite thing about these award shows and these press conferences is when people go, oh, it's available right now. That's by far my favorite thing.
I like that too.
I absolutely love it when they do. Even if I don't have it.
Zelda too.
Zelda, yeah. Even if I don't have it, I'm like, oh, cool. All these people. Imagine who's downloading it right now. Like,
there's just like servers
are exploding. Yeah, but Fortnite I haven't gotten to play yet, but I can't wait to dive in. What did you think overall of the show?
I thought it was the best one by far.
Yeah.
It was missing the really awkward, inundated corporate advertisements. There was less. I'm clearly, obviously, reading a teleprompter.
Yeah.
And every year, I feel like it gets more and more and more about the people who make games. They had the best student game award this time.
That was really cool too.
The gaming icon.
Yeah.
It's about the people who. It's not about the fucking. It's not generally. It's not advertisements for these big publishers. It's about celebrating the people who fucking work 100+ hours a week to make these games for us. And I just think it's
just
super
to usually
important.
be torn apart online.
Yeah,
you know
and I like the celebration of our industry.
Yep.
And I'm hoping it brings more people into industry talk.
Mm-hmm.
There are so many people at my work that I said, "Hey, the gaming awards are on," and they're like, "Whoa, that's a thing." I'm like, yeah, man. You know, and like you should watch it. And like I feel like someone who isn't really into it watches it and they're like, like RPG and this and then action and
you know
the icon and like I just feel like it's almost educational.
Yeah.
In vocation of like how the industry is and how things work and the different kinds of games.
And I want to get your take on this. It's just something brief I was thinking about.
Yeah,
we call it like the industry, but it's really so many little cliques, if you will, of like different things going on.
Yeah.
What I wanted, like you mentioned, I was thinking that too. No one even knew the Game Awards was happening. I mean, we knew, but
I mean, a lot of people did, but there's a lot more
slightly more casual gamers who didn't know. And when you play games that always have little pop-ups in them now, like, hey, buy the expansion, buy this, buy the. I wish we'd see like. Go watch the Game Awards tonight. We're all games.
Yeah.
We all benefit from this. Like, go watch the Game Award. Like a little pop-up. Like, you're not buying anything. It's free on YouTube.
And that's what I was telling people at work. I'm like, you guys should seriously watch it. Like,
it's totally free.
I hear all these people talking about games. Like, go check it out.
There's cool shit coming out.
Yeah.
So that way, in a month, I'm not like, hey, did you play this game? And you're like, oh, that came out? No way.
Yeah.
Which I'm a victim of as well. But yeah, I think it's good if you.
I think it's very healthy.
Yeah, totally. Not that you have to do it.
And it's fun. I'm really into like Game of the Year and all that stuff. We're going to start working on our own Game of the Year stuff here very soon.
Which I am dreading every day.
You're dreading every day? Yeah. All right. Well,
in a good way, I guess.
Hopefully I can help you if you want in any way that you need assistance. Any final thoughts, man?
No, man. I think we covered everything. We killed it. 1 hour and 11 minutes.
Yeah. Jesus. I figured we'd go over a little bit.
Did you?
There was a ton.
There was a lot of good stuff.
The big old show.
And
most of the stuff in it was good.
Good problem to have. So, we weren't just ripping it apart for an hour.
No, exactly. And I could have done that with previous ones.
Yeah, totally.
Some of them were real, like, face-palming,
I liked,
cringy.
Last year was kind of cringy, too, but there were parts of it I liked a lot.
Yeah, I mean, I always liked the idea, and I respect the fuck out of Jeff Keighley for being the one to do all of this. So,
absolutely.
Thank you to him, and thank you to you guys. I hope you enjoyed this week's podcast, and we'll catch you next Tuesday.
Later.
Later.